welcome back. It's Rapid Dawn, and of course, this is a part where we get to have our guest. I mean, it's always my fun part of the show, nine, the other side of nine. And this morning, I have an interesting person with us in the studio. She is an entrepreneur, and not just an entrepreneur, she's also a fashion person. So when people think about entrepreneurship, they just think about business, some kind of strict mind business, but she's in a fun area. She's into fashion. She also had an NGO. She's a young woman doing good things and big things. So with me this morning is Chukwuneke Chinasanana. I hope I didn't murder the name.
No, it's fine.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I am fine. You've been enjoying yourself. It's like
I'm romanticizing.
Romanticize it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Don't do like that. Don't do it. All right, so let's now start. You're a young person. I mean, just a few days ago we celebrated International Youth Day.
Yeah.
And I mean, what does it mean to be a youth for you?
I think to be a youth is to be at that stage of your life where you are to find yourself, where you're to discover the you in you. Because every time I speak to people, I tell them that this stage is where you just discover the you in you. This is the time you know who you are, what you're made of, and what you can do. So being a youth for me is self-creativity, self-finding, and evolution as a person.
Have you found yourself?
If I didn't, I wouldn't be here.
Okay. Okay. So what is the thing you find about yourself? I mean, as a young person, what is that thing that you could say, okay, I was like this, I found myself, and now I'm like this?
Okay, I think earlier,
Yes.
while I was in school, I was a bit of confused. I thought of so many things to do for myself. I thought of other things I can engage myself with. I was so confused. I could start up this particular thing, I just end it, and then start another one. That's me finding myself. I was trying a lot of other things. Just like my NGO, it's like I had to look inwards and find out the kind of things I like to do, the things I enjoy doing,
Okay.
and the things I would want to do for myself. So from there, I found out that, okay, since I had gotten used to helping people naturally, going, like as a secondary school student, I had children in school that I was paying their school fees, about 5 of them. And I thought of, okay, this is one part where I can give back to the society. Then I understood that I was a fashion person.
Okay.
Because my mom will always say something. She said, anything you're going to put your money on, anything you're going to do in your life, make sure you are in love with what you do.
Absolutely.
So I had to go for the things I love, and I left the things I wanted to just do. Because if I had done those things, I don't think I'll be here.
Okay.
But this is born out of love. I started fashion and it's doing well. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do because I know I enjoy it, I wear it, it is something I like.
It never goes out of style.
Thank you. So this makes you stay in business, and for the NGO, this makes you stay close to what you really love. So I think where I am now is that space where I really enjoy my business and enjoy my humanitarian service. So this makes me very comfortable with my work and my outreach.
Okay, so what's the NGO focus on?
We're focused on childcare, which has to do with education, feeding, and medical support.
Okay, so this child care of yours. Let me be a bit. What's the word now? Okay, let me put it this way. The child care, is it both male and female or just
Yes,
female?
it's both male and female. My NGO has to do with both male and female. It's not just for the girl child, although a lot of programs are more favorable to like the
women.
female children. Yes.
What do you think about what do you think about putting more attention towards the girl child and having less attention on the boy child, knowing fully well, like I always used to say, that the boy child that you do not pay attention to might just be a danger to the girl child that you put so much attention to later on.
Yeah, about that, I mentioned in one of the programs I had recently, I was saying that I think NGOs, or we should have more NGOs very focused on the male children. Because if you do more work on a male child and then ignore the female, you do more work on the female children, ignoring the male, they could be the serious harm to the female. Because the work has to be done both sides, so that at the end of the day, the both people are in good shape for the society. Because if you have to advise a young girl, don't do this, and then you leave a male child to do that exact thing, then you continue to see it. Their influence is going to be continuous. That's the bad influence from the male children. Imagine when you have rape cases, you teach a girl child to abstain from sex and you don't teach a male child to abstain from sex. How do you expect the boy not to grow these wings or want to have this attitude of wanting to rape a girl child? He doesn't know the implication. He doesn't even know how bad it is, or the effects or the stigma it leaves on the girl, because he wasn't taught. All he knows is that he can do it. But when the male children are paid more attention to, just like the female children, they will understand both ways, that this is good and this is not good. So for me, I really I'm pushing forward to having NGOs that could focus on male children. And also my NGO, I'm trying to imbibe this space where the both can learn same thing. When I do sex education under my NGO, I want the both sex there. When I do concerning rape cases and victims, I want the both sex there. When I do career choice and all of that, all those programs, I get to like put the both sex together, so that what you know, the other person can know this too. So that it doesn't go like south. Because we've had this case of two people and it looks like the girl fell victim for the guy because he was unaware of everything that was happening. You could see from him that he doesn't even understand the implication of what he did or how bad it was. He just felt like he could do it because he was a man. And plus from the ideology he has from the society, he could do anything.
You be man.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, this is well put together. You know, I mean, I'm looking forward, you know, to having more projects that are male-centered and, you know, more awareness for the boy child, more awareness for, I mean, for the men as well, you know, because we cannot totally talk about safety if they are not put in the equation. Let's now go back talking about a young person. You as a young person, great for you. You have been able to, you know, put yourself together, find yourself, know what you love, and you are working on the parts of what you love. Let's now look at how a young person can actually, I mean, a young person that is not you can actually find their path. Because every time we talk about young people being the leaders of tomorrow, young people being ready for certain things, but when we look at our society, it's almost like our young people are deviating, they are losing concentration, they are no longer working in a same path. So would you say that they've not discovered their purpose, or maybe their purpose is not purposing?
No, we can't say that for a person. The truth is, I tell people to believe in their own process. Life is a process. It is not conditioned to happen how you planned it or how I planned it. We just let life happen, but we can only help and enhance it. Now, you don't expect that because I found myself at this stage of my life, then you should find yourself at that stage of your life. Or because your friend did this or your friend is doing that, then you should go that route, or you should start doing what the person say you should do or what people want you to do. I tell people, just like I said that I did about my own case, you just have to take out your time to sit and analyze your own self.
Okay.
Use the energy you have to engage in unnecessary things to put into necessary things. Think of what you like, what you can do, what you're made of. Even those little things that you can do that you neglect. You could look inwards with these things and you find out that, oh, I can make a lot of money from this thing. I could do this, I could do that. So gradually you're finding the kind of things you can do. The other things that you can also do like later, and the things you can do now. It's a process. You start gradually, you see if it works out for you. It doesn't, I tell people that the fact that you tried a particular thing at this point and it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work out.
Okay.
That's why I tell them to trust the process. Because I believe even my fashion business, I started it some time in 2018. I stopped it. Yeah.
Why?
I stopped it because that time I wasn't, I didn't have enough time for it. As a young girl, I was in university. I needed to concentrate in school and all of that. I wasn't giving enough attention to my business. And I had to just do it gradually. And it wasn't really, at some point I stopped it entirely.
Or is it because it wasn't giving you the kind of profit you want?
No. The thing is, I wasn't paying the kind of attention that it needed.
Okay.
So I understood that the profits will come with the attention. I had to say, I will leave this for now, but I didn't abandon it. I said, after school, I'll come back to this very business because this was what I loved. So I tell people the fact that where you are, your environment is not enhancing what you want to do at some point in your life doesn't mean you should give up on that thing. You could give it time. We don't have to be in a haste. We don't have to be in a rush. Just take it easy. It's not. That's why I say that your friend is doing it doesn't mean you should do it, or that your friend likes it doesn't mean you should like it. Take your own time. Move at your own pace. Feel your own energy. Let it come within you. Everything that comes natural, I tell people, is something that no one can take away from you. Even if you're almost losing breath, you can still work on that energy. That's why I say maintain your own lane, your own space, and your own process. So, yeah.
When you say maintain your own lane, you're like, okay.
Yeah, so you don't go, okay. Like, so you don't divert. Okay, you imagine I'm a fashion designer and you're a baker. Then you see
baker?
that no, I'm just giving an example.
I'm a media person.
Okay, you're a media person and you see, and okay, let me use me. Then I see you being a media person and I feel like you're making a lot of money. I just abandoned fashion business and want to be a media person.
That's where it's happening.
That's the problem people have, and I think one of the problem people have, because a lot of people will tell you, no, I don't think this is working out again. Let me just be here. And that might not be your calling. That might not be the God's plan for you, because I believe in anything I'm doing, I just say God's plan first. I want what God wants for me.
What God wants. I mean, before we talk about the place of God, let's look at the other angle of mental pressure. I mean, these days, young people complain about a lot of things. I mean, the new one we hear is mental health. You know, every small thing, it's not good for my mental health.
Especially on bodies.
I didn't say it. It didn't come from me.
Oh my God.
It didn't come from me. But let's look at some of the challenges that young people face, right? And then before we outline some of those challenges, let's now look at the aspect of the place of mentorship and coaching for young people.
Okay.
A lot of young people just wake up and they just grapple through life. No proper mentorship, no proper coaching. It's almost like you're just moving and discovering things for yourself. Did you ever get to the point where you say, okay, I need to seek the counsel of a mentor. I need to have a mentor. I need proper coaching. If I have to scale through this thing called life and this thing called purpose, I need to have a mentor in my life. Did you get to that point? Did you have anyone? And how did that play a role?
Okay, for me, I wasn't really looking for any mentor.
Okay.
I didn't go for any mentorship or whatever. I just, let me just say that I have the kind of mother that can play all this role at once.
Okay.
But then, at this point in my life, I had to start looking up to people who were bigger and people who has something to really offer close to what I want for myself. I look at someone and I say, okay, this is the kind of person I want to be at this point in my life. So it's now me making a choice to just walk the way of this person, not by career, but according to how the growth happened. I'm the type that wants to look for someone who has life stages and process. I don't want this person that I just see you and you're already doing well. I want to be able to read about you. I want to be able to see the process. I want to be able to see how you got to where you are. And I chose someone like that. You know, Dupe of Transcorp.
Oh, now if the funniest thing, okay, so you are Dupe the wife, I am the husband.
Okay.
Larry Olushola.
Are you serious?
Coach Larry Olushola.
Okay.
I am Team Coach Larry Olushola.
Now I'm Team Dupe because that woman is everything and more. Like I like her energy. I like how she's carrying everything.
Family, everything together.
I just like it. And that is something I look forward to see in myself in the next 5 years. I want to be a settled woman with my family, knowing how to manage my family and my business, knowing how to. She's just too organized and I like it. I know that no one is perfect, but it's a beautiful thing that you're able to.
I mean, with a supportive man.
Yes. That's the prayer, because if you get a supportive man, I don't think you need so much anymore.
True.
Life is going to happen for the two of you.
True.
And it's a good thing. So yeah, then for the mentorship I got while growing, it was my mom. She's the type of person who would be your friend, who would be there to advise you, to speak to you, to do the mother thing, do the friend thing, do the mentor thing.
Okay.
So she would always want to like tell you what is right, what is wrong. Most times when I get an idea in my head, I'm like, because she's the closest. I'm very close to my mom. I just had to tell her, Mom, do you think that? And she's a businesswoman. Like her business has been successful for more than 30 years. So she's someone you could speak to when it comes to business. She's good with managing money. She's good with investment and all of that. So I had to always share with her, and she will tell you, this is good for you, this is not good for you, try this, is your choice. Although she's not going to force it on you. She's going to just teach you, try to make you see it for yourself. Then if you really love it, then you go for it. If you do not love it, then you could just relax. And she doesn't have a problem with it.
Okay, so this is the part where I would get a bit personal. You've been talking about your mom a lot. How about your dad?
Okay, he's late. But that's not a problem. No, it's okay.
All right. Okay, so let's now move on. I like the fact that you chose the choice of Dupe Olushola. Like, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? It's almost like you have it all. There are other women that I also love a lot, like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.
Yes, she's
another amazing.
I love her too.
Another amazing woman. There are a lot of, and it takes a really, really supportive man to be able to be with strong women like that, because it's almost like you see them doing effortlessly, but you don't know the work that goes on. It's like what we call BTS, behind the scene. You don't know the work, when your company have to have a target, and then you are the one at the helm of affairs, and you just have to be sane mentally to achieve all of that. So yes, it is a very, very good one. Now, as we get to wrap up, it's already 9:40. What are the things that you would say that has led you to this point, and what advice would you have for somebody who might just be a business person, a young woman in business, and she was like, okay, fine, I want to get encouraged by Nana?
So I'm just going to, life encouragement is, I'm just going to say, the young woman, the young man, please. Let's not.
Okay, young man and woman.
Young man and woman. I really want you to, first of all, believe in yourself. Have a dream, because a young dreamer is always going to achieve something, if not all, but more than half of it. Because once you have a dream and you have a focus, I think something is here for you. And each time you wake up, you're thinking about it. When you want to go to bed, you're thinking about it. So as a man, a young woman, as a young girl, a young boy, I just want you to believe in yourself. Don't wait for someone to believe in you. Don't wait for someone to trust you. Don't wait for someone to tell you that this will work before you would believe yourself. Go for what you want. It doesn't work out today, try tomorrow. I believe that one day it is going to pay off. But do not waste so much time on fruitless efforts, because some efforts are very unfruitful.
Unfruitful.
Yes. When you are chasing something over time, and you see it's not working, I just believe that you could take a step backward and then think about it. Am I doing it wrongly, or am I doing it right? If it's right, then you could now think of better strategies to like come up with it. It doesn't work out. You know that, okay, this is not it. You can now seek advice, seek mentorship on it. That could grow your knowledge, that could make you understand what you're doing. Because some people do some things without clear awareness and knowledge about it. And I think that when you seek mentorship, seek advice and all of that from people who are in this and people who understand it, they will be able to help you with it. But then when you know you are absolutely doing something and you're seeing it's not fruitful, you're seeing it's not working out, I just advise the youngsters to just go for something else. I mean, pull out, think about it, re-strategize, have better plan, then come up with something. I do not ever believe that God doesn't have plan for anybody, or that they, people don't have talents, or people don't have what they can actually be the best of. So I believe that it is just for you to take your time and discover the you in you. I keep saying this thing because Peak, this advert of Peak will say it's in you. That thing means so much to me right from when I was a child, because if you look at it, everything about it is in you. Look, are you doing your stuff? You enjoy it. It makes you happy and all of that. It's because you know that it's something you can naturally just do. It's in you. You found out it was in you. I mean, as a child, I don't think you knew that you'd be sitting down here.
What if I did?
But some people have early knowledge of what they want.
Yeah.
Some have late knowledge of what they want. So whenever you do, just try to find a way to carry it. So for the young girls, I would tell them not to give up on anything. I mean, a girl can do more than what she thinks. I don't want them to be this type of people that believe that, okay, I have to get everything through a man, or my family has to sort me out because I'm a girl and all of that. I believe that they should hit the streets, go out there, meet the business line, meet the social line, get what you think that you can do, that can expose you, that can make you the kind of money, give you the kind of life you want. Every girl has limitless passion. I just need them to see it. Then for the men, it is a normal thing in the society. It's a norm that every man is expected to do well. It's already a serious social pressure on them. It is already too much that, okay, at this stage of your life, you're supposed to have done this, you're supposed to have married, you're supposed to have gotten this and that. I just believe that they should just take it one step at a time. Don't let anyone pressure you. Don't let anyone push you into doing the kind of things you're not supposed to do. Just let life happen and then take your process gradually. And believe me, once you have a dream, you have a focus. I just need people to focus on the important things.
All right. Thank you so much for those very interesting, kind words coming from you there, Chukwuneke Neke Chinasa Nana, for being on the show this morning. I think this is the part where I would say that the show has come to an end finally, but there's this piece of information that you should know. It seems like hackers are on the loose, because we did see a story yesterday where we say hackers in the US. Let's have that on the screen very briefly. Hackers reportedly released social security numbers of nearly every American. And the next slide says that, let's have the next slide. Hackers have reportedly stolen and leaked the social security numbers of nearly every American, affecting millions. Did I even say millions? I think about 3 billion records right there. The next one, this breach also exposed names, addresses, and other sensitive data, leading experts to warn of a likely surge in identity theft and fraud. The next one, to protect yourself, it's recommended to freeze your credit with major bureaus like the ones being used over there. Now, let's now come back to Nigeria, where we saw a story this morning, and also for you to monitor your accounts using strong passwords and enabling two-factor authentication. Very, very important. And this morning we saw a story about GT Bank that hackers have been able to penetrate there as well. Now, I really do not know what's happening, but the hacking spree is not encouraging. So don't panic. Don't panic if you're banking with GT Bank. Don't panic. I'm definitely sure that they have everything under control. I'm definitely sure that they are on top of the matter, and they are definitely going to sort whatever breaches must have taken place there. I mean, it's not the first time we're hearing about some of our banks. They need to really beef up their security. Some people say that some of our bright minds have, in the word jackpot. So they seem to be IT deficiency in our banking sectors. But whatever the case may be, please and please, let my small 2K not miss from that account. Dear GT, let my small 2K not miss from that account. Thank you very much. This is the part I'll say, okay, it has been a great ride with you. We do have a lot of stories to share. And we're supposed to give out 2 of our tickets, but there's no time again. So we'll keep the remaining tickets for tomorrow morning. Thank God it's Friday. We'll be here from 7 to 10. And of course, MC Diamond, the owner of the show, will be on the show with us tomorrow. And so he will get to answer questions, get to give us some jokes, and then we'll get to win some tickets as well. So you do not want to miss that for any reason in the world. Don't forget that you can link us up on our social media platform on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you will get to watch previous episodes of The Morning Show and other programs, as well as this particular one, and hear Chinasa talk about everything about her certificate, just in case you want to refresh your mind. That it will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. Visit our website and stream anywhere in the world that you are. You can watch us via our website. My name is Cynthia Agbo. On behalf of myself and Ogochukwu, I would say do have yourself a pleasant day. Correro comes up next at 10 o'clock with Nkami and John, where he will give you all of the tea, great details, you know how he likes to do it. Have yourself a great day.